Now, you did some really incredible fact checking. Can you share with the readers and followers here some of the things that you did check?
Yeah,
How you
yeah,
went about it?
yeah. So I read it as a, as a punter, if you like. So with, using my gut sense checked it for accuracy. And there was a few details. So there's a few details that were, pretty obvious, and that we wouldn't, that wouldn't be off Northern Ireland's, for example. I think one time Brian, he made his visitors, Brie and Dash, a meal, and it was a curry. And I
Mhm.
mean, he was an old character based in Derry, ex-IRA. There's no way he would even knew what a curry was, probably, let alone making it. It would have been more like a fry, a dish that was really traditional. So there's those things, like just like a gut check. I think a few other small things. And then on another side, then I took a more methodical approach, really checking kind of the dates and the facts and figures around things. So the interesting scene where she goes into Castlereagh prison or police station, which actually mirrored a real event, where it talks about, the wearing her berry, walking alone as an undercover police lady. Things like that wouldn't have happened in those years, because that was still, it was still in the height of the troubles for the Good Friday Agreement. So you never ever seen policemen or women alone and not accompanied. Um, and the army and the police always would have had their kind of high protective gear on, so hard helmets, not berets. So it was those kind of things that I was just checking timelines after the Good Friday Agreement. There was things were relaxed with regards the level of security and protection that the police and army would have displayed.
Yeah. And I remember you even went so far as to check the marriage records, I think, and confirm that the date would have been a date that would have worked in the church in Ireland, given the restrictions on what days people could be married, which is
Yeah.
amazing. Like that level of fact checking was just incredible.
Yeah, yeah, it was a chapel in the scene, and it was a Wednesday, because even to this day in Northern Ireland chapels you cannot get married on a Sunday. So yeah, so some of those things, obviously, just growing up, I have, inherent, implicit knowledge and an understanding what's authentic, what's right, and then with regards just the exact timeline of some of the details around Good Friday Agreement and what stage the kind of the piece was at, also needed to be checked. But
Yeah.
it was incredibly accurate, authentic, real.
And better because of all of the work that you did. So deeply appreciative of it.